But there will be a little bit of snow on the ground for some up in western North Carolina. We're already starting to see a few returns on radar come across from Tennessee, and that's all coming from an area of low pressure, a very strong one at that. That's bringing some moisture from the Great Lakes in the form of rain, but is starting to switch over to snow in some parts of Kentucky or back and forth, or just a little bit of bright banding on the radar. That's going to be the source of a little bit of snow along the Tennessee border and a lot of snow in some locations. We have a winter storm warning in effect for areas above 3,500 feet in these areas shaded in pink. So Buncombe County north toward the Tennessee-North Carolina line. 3 to 7 inches of snow possible, up to a foot possibly in some locations, the very mountain peaks and places like that. Additionally, we have elevations below 3,500 feet under a winter weather advisory. Only about dusting up to 3 inches of snow possible in these areas, including Asheville, Bryson City, Burnsville, other locations in that elevation range. Wind gusts are also possible up to 50 miles per hour. We also have wind alerts in association with this, with areas that aren't expected to get snow. So places like Macon, Jackson, Transylvania, Henderson, and McDowell County mountains, you've got a wind advisory through 7 a.m. Wednesday for the possibility of 50-mile-per-hour gusts. So that's all we have on the docket for the mountains tomorrow. It's going to be that classic northwesterly flow snow event, so it's not going to be well seen on radar, but it's going to be primarily the ridge tops along the Tennessee line. So it's going to really pick up some steam after midnight and likely into the early morning hours tomorrow. So tomorrow morning through the early afternoon is probably when we're going to see conditions be the worst, and then we'll start to see things taper off by around mid to late afternoon, if not after sunset, and then finally ending completely by late Monday night, Tuesday morning. Temperatures for the time being really not too bad here locally in the upstate. Haven't talked much about you as our weather is much quieter after a quite windy day. We've seen that wind calm down though. 54-degree temperature right now, 47 in the mountains in Asheville. Winds are out of the west and northwest fairly steadily at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. So they've settled down just a little bit, but gusts are still exceeding 20 miles per hour in some parts of the upstate. But that wind is really going to pick up as that area of low pressure approaches from the west. We'll keep it at 38 degrees for a low temperature. That steady breeze out of the west at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Snow develops in the mountains, mainly along the Tennessee line as you bottom out at 32 degrees. Note that strong northwesterly wind as well at 15 to 30 miles per hour. That's going to get stronger as the night goes on. Upstate, very different forecast tomorrow. Let's start the day at 38 and some cloud cover, topping out at 51 with some decent sunshine. A bit on the breezy side for us. Windier in the mountains, and again, this is primarily going to be for areas along the Tennessee line down to Buncombe County and maybe a little bit of snow in Asheville, but the rest of the mountains in western North Carolina, places that aren't expected to get snow, just expect a cold, cloudy, windy day. Only a high temperature of 41 degrees up in western North Carolina in the areas that aren't getting snow. The rest of next week, honestly, easy breezy, beautiful. Honestly, 53, 58 degrees Tuesday into Wednesday. We'll try to make it up to 60 by Thursday, and just overall very quaint, sunny, quiet weather, how we like it. So once we get through this little Monday shot of snow in the western North Carolina mountains, things are going to look great. Just a slight chance for a few isolated showers Saturday. That should leave us cloudy and a bit cool by next weekend. Shale?